of shuffle when you take steps, and you don't really get much toe clearance, and you kind of step with your feet being flat instead of really on that heel. So we really want to work on strength and picking the muscles that are right in here. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to lean up against the wall like this, and really using the muscles in the front of your legs and your ankles, you're going to just pull yourself up forward from the wall, and then you're going to slowly lower yourself back against the wall. And then pull yourself back up, and then slowly lowering back to the wall. Alright, good. So the next thing to progress that is I'm just going to give you a little nut, okay? And you just really got to use your ankles to stop yourself from falling, okay? So really just working on that ankle strategy, alright? Good. So Lucas, to further work on pointing your toes up and really getting that nice toe clearance when we're walking, we're going to have you kick this ball. And first we're going to start here in the parallel bar so that you have both support on both sides, okay? So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your right foot and kick the ball and really focus on pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Good. Alright. And then what we can do is we can actually move outside the parallel bars. And you can just hold on to one with one arm, okay? So it makes it a little bit more challenging. Alright, so same thing. You're just going to kick the ball, focus on putting those toes up towards the ceiling. Alright. And to further progress that, we can have you do it without holding on at all, okay? So we'll place the ball right here. Good. So with these exercises, the first one we were really working on that ankle strategy to help strengthen the dorsiflexors and also to help with balance to decrease the fall risk. And the second exercise with kicking the ball was really focusing on pointing those toes up towards the ceiling, working on that dorsiflexion, also getting that hip extension when they hold their foot back, and working on the getting a big hip flexor burst for limb propulsion. So Lucas, I noticed that when you're walking, you kind of take little shuffling steps, and we really want to work on taking big steps, okay? So to work on that, we have a target here, this hoop. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take a really big step into the hoop with both legs, okay? Good. One more. Alright. So now we want to kind of add in that arm swing to it, okay? So usually when you walk, you go opposite arm and leg. So what we're going to have you do is you're going to take a step into the hoop with your left arm, your left foot, and then you're going to punch the bag with your right arm, okay? And now step over with your right foot and punch the bag with your left arm. Good. So now let's take a walk back here. So what you're going to do is we just want to see if this carries over. So you're going to take really big steps and really big arm swings all the way up until you get to the bag. You're going to step on the hoop and then punch the bag, okay? Good. So Lucas, another thing I noticed that when you're walking, you don't really get much hip extension, so your hip doesn't really get back far enough to really get a good burst to get that leg forward, okay? So what we're going to work on is we have these cones here, and I'm going to place them back behind you, and you're really going to work on kicking that cone back, and then you're going to step into this hoop forward, okay? Alrighty. Big step forward, so really exaggerating these movements, okay? So we're going to place this cone a little bit farther back as a progression, okay? Good. And one more a little bit farther back. Good. So with these exercises, we really were focusing on Lucas taking bigger steps. So in order to do that, we had him kicking the cones to really get that good, nice hip extension to propel that limb forward to get that big hip flexor burst. And we also were giving him nice targets because we know with Parkinson's patients that really helps them to get that big, nice movement.